Now let's hear from the office sector of our market. John Crisp is Principal and Senior Vice President, CTMT, and he is here now to take us around the metropolitan area. John.
Is an opportunity to increase the potential for your success. I'm convinced that our state's leadership and our prudent nature as Hoosiers gives us a true advantage point. Thanks to the efforts of Governor Daniels, Mayor Ballard, and their economic development teams, Indiana has been able to realize and be recognized as a leader with true advantages. To highlight a few, in 2008, CNBC named Indiana Most Improved State for Business. Development Counselors International ranked Indiana in the top 10 best for business. And Chief Executives Magazine ranked Indiana first in the Midwest and 8th nationally in their 2008 Best and Worst States survey. How have Indiana's advantages translated to the office market? Let's take a look. In reviewing the key indicators used to assess the state of the office market, I believe you will see evidence as to why Indiana has received these accolades. To assist in our review, I'll be combining 10 submarkets into 2, suburban and central business district. You will find detailed information by submarket in our annual market report. Absorption. In 2008, the office market had a positive net absorption of 341,000 square feet. To give you some perspective, absorption in 2008 nearly matched 2007's year-end total of 374,000 square feet. In analyzing absorption in 2008, 8 out of the 10 submarkets recorded positive absorption, with the North Carmel submarket leading the way with 34% of 2008's total absorption recognized. Occupancy. In 2008, occupancy levels in central Indiana mirrored the overall economy. Higher occupancy levels in the first half of 2008 and slightly lower occupancy levels in the second half. First half, 83% occupied. Second half, 82% occupied. This translates into vacancy rates of 17% at mid-year and 18% at year-end. Let's look at 4 recently developed suburban Class A buildings. Notice the occupancy rates. They range from 54% to 100%. These levels were achieved within the first 12 months of the buildings being completed and put into service. As in the suburbs, occupancy in the central business district fared well, with the upper tier of Class A buildings, One America, Chase Tower, Market Tower, and 300 North Meridian experiencing the greatest impact on occupancy, with levels ranging between 88% and 99%. Why were we able to see positive absorption and occupancy in 2008? Deals, deals, deals. As you can see, a number of large users made space commitments in central Indiana in 2008, ranging in size from 35,000 to 166,000 square feet. Our final indicator is construction. Our review of construction will include new construction, redevelopment, and owner-user initiatives of non-medical buildings. First, let's take a look at new construction. 13 new buildings were completed and put into service in 2008. This represented 924,000 square feet of buildings ranging in size from 18,000 to 154,000 square feet. Historically, the central Indiana office market has brought online approximately 513,000 feet in any given year. 2008 nearly doubled the annual average of new construction brought online, with 62% of that occupied within the said year. By comparison, we are only tracking one major building to come online in 2009. Edgeworth Lasky's 110,000 square foot One Concourse is the first of a series of buildings Edgeworth Lasky plans to develop south of 106th along I-69. In addition to Edgeworth's development, we expect to see 2 to 3 buildings developed in the 18 to 25,000 square foot range, with Shamrock Builders leading the way. With regards to redevelopment, 2008 was able to capitalize on 2007's redevelopment trend. In the Central Business District, we saw the redevelopment of the Broadbent Building and Shield Sexton's The Lexington at Meridian. The success of these redevelopments spurred two developers to take action in 2008. The Junior Achievement Building on Virginia Avenue, which is being redeveloped by GSA Investment Company and renamed the 500 Festival Building, as well as Jefferson Plaza, which is being redeveloped by Allen Commercial Group. This project has been renamed Allen Plaza and will house office, retail, and residential. Finally, owner-user initiatives. Owner-occupied space through the purchase of buildings or the construction of new buildings has become a more popular choice for some users as they consider their long-term goals. In the suburban market, we saw Charles Schwab purchase 1 Woodfield Crossing, located at 83rd and Keystone. Liberty Mutual purchased 2 Parkwood Crossing, located at 96th and Meridian. And Capital Group Companies followed up its 2007 purchase of an existing 106,000 square foot building located at 126th and Meridian with the purchase of adjacent land that will follow an additional 2 buildings totaling 206,000 square feet of future office development. As in the suburbs, the Central Business District had its action as well. London Woody Group purchased and began renovation of the former Grain Dealers Building, located at 17th and Meridian. This 87,000 square foot building will house London Woody on the top 3 floors and Clarion Health Partners on the 2nd and 3rd floors. When renovations are complete, the building will be rebranded Independence Center. McGowan Insurance Group. McGowan purchased approximately 3/4 of an acre located between Vermont, Capitol, and Indiana Avenues. The 78-year-old insurance company plans to develop approximately 20,000 square feet to serve as the company's new headquarters. And last, WFYI consolidated its operations into a 94,000 square foot building located at 16th and Meridian. Note, this building also serves as a home to RMC Gary Dick's Inside Indiana Business. So with the 2008 office market reviewed, let's take a look at our take on 2009. First, our outlook. A slower 2009 in occupancy rate increase, net positive absorption, and construction starts, which we believe will shadow our national economy, but by no means serve as a severe doom and gloom situation for Central Indiana. We expect developers will continue to pull back in 2009, which will help set for a quicker recovery when the economy strengthens. And in the second half of 2009, we believe owners, developers, and tenants will begin to see the payoff of their prudent decisions made in the second half of 2008 and the first half of 2009, particularly owners with high occupancy, developers with good land positions, and tenants with strong credit. Finally, our advice. Developers, you can build a true advantage by maintaining discipline in your decision-making and preparing for the eventual economic turnaround, especially those of you with good land positions. Owners, you can create a true advantage by continuing to intensify your efforts to effectively and efficiently manage your properties while retaining the existing tenant base whenever possible. Doing this should help limit declines in property cash flows. Tenants, you can realize a true advantage by negotiating longer terms within the current market conditions and/or looking for potential sublease opportunities, assuming there is financial stability behind the sublandlord. Thank you, and best wishes for a successful 2009.
All right, decent occupancy rates in 8 of the 10 submarkets, 13 new buildings, almost doubling the amount of square footage brought into market in any year. So also not a bad year. So John, thank you for that look at office.